The Soviets didn't just train fighters, they engineered monsters, wrestlers, sambo champions, judo, and boxers who could explode when the moment demanded it. Sprawl, shoot, throw, or snap a punch in half a second. The secret was the Conjugate-Sequence and shock method, a system crafted to rewire the nervous system, the tendons, and the muscles for instantaneous violence. Before we dive in, make sure you smash the like button to help the algorithm and subscribe so you don't miss any power pack training like this. The first exercise, bounds, the elastic foundation, the setup and execution. Start in a tall athletic stance, take an exaggerated sprinting stride, push off aggressively from the ball of your feet, and land on the ball of the next foot. Arms drive in rhythm. Maintain forward momentum and spring rhythm rather than vertical hop. Landing cues, land light, spring hard. Think elastic toes, quick contact, explode off the ground. Keep hips high, chest tall, eyes forward. Exercise number 2, barbell squat jumps, loaded ballistics, setup and execution. Barbell on the upper traps, light loaded, 20 to 30% body weight. From a quarter squat, accelerate hard and jump maximally. Land soft and reset. Coaching cues, accelerate the bar through the movement as if it'll leave your shoulders. Drive hips open, full extension at apex. Load quietly, control the eccentric. Common Soviet reasonings, these are loaded by ballistic exercises. They shift the force velocity relationship upwards. Verkhoshansky used loaded ballistics to raise the absolute power ceiling, forcing the neurological system to accelerate heavier mass explosively so that unweighted actions become more powerful. Combat applications, takedown finishing, when you need to drive an opponent off the mat, the same hip extension and explosive output is required. Clinch and throw setup, the upwards lifting power required to many throws is mirrored by barbell jump output. Explosive re-engagements, pushing an opponent off balance to create throw windows. Exercise number 3, bench press drop, upper body shock. Setup and execution, athlete under the bar loaded to a light to moderate percentage, 30 to 40% one rep max. And then you let go of the bar, you do a shock drop of the bar towards your chest, catching it, and then it landing on your chest slightly. Athlete immediately rebounds with maximum intent press. Coaching cues, brace the rib cage, catch the bar and explode. Keep elbows tight-ish. Push like punching the ceiling. Eyes on the ceiling, chest braced. Common mistakes, not choking your hand for the grip. Catching the bar softly or too slowly. Defeats shock stimulus. If you don't have like a spotter maybe on each side to help you control the movement if it's too heavy. If it's too heavy, just have the bar. So really, for me, I would say control the weight with the bar first. So a 20 kg bar, do that and just have little and then gradually increase the weight. But the weight's not going to be too much anyway. It can be 5 kg on each side, 10 kg at each side, or 20 kg at each side. Or you can do a little bit heavier if you feel strong enough. Overloading, turning reactive catch into heavy eccentric stress. Soviet reasoning, Verkhoshansky extended shock to pushing patterns to train rapid eccentric to concentric transition in the upper body. It's not hypertrophy work, it's more in clinch. Explosive push, pummel action to create space or off balance the opponent. Upper dominant throws, finishes or a suplex setups that rely on reactive pushing power. Exercise number 4, Kettlebell Around-the-World overhead swing, rotational ballistic. Setup and execution. You set up the kettlebell on one hip, handling the kettlebell with 2 hands. Then you swing it back overhead across the midline and then catching it on the opposite hip. Continuously overhead, circular path side to side. Coaching cues, hips drive the swing to the other side and core stabilizes the pattern. And keeping the elbows slightly bent also. Keep core brace and resist lumbar twist. The shoulders stabilize. Rotation comes from the hips. Common mistakes, arms doing the work instead of hips. Excessive lumbar rotation, low back twist, letting the bell drift behind the body, too far at the top. Soviet reasonings, unilateral rotational ballistic teach asymmetric power transfer and the momentum control. For the SST, these are critical elements that embed rotational torque and anti-rotation stiffness into the nervous system alongside linear ballistic capacity. Combat applications, sambo and judo throws, rapid hip rotation, also torque used to unbalance and rotate opponents. Rotational striking, the same hip to torso to shoulder sequence trained ballistically. Clinch balance under momentum, controlling overhead rotational loads while keeping posture critical for resisting counters during throws. Exercise number 5, the depth jumps, the shock crown. Setup and execution. Step off, absorb landing on the balls of your feet and rebound immediately into maximal vertical jump. Emphasize minimal ground contact and make sure the toes are curling upwards towards the shin. Coaching cues, contact fast under 0.2 seconds, eyes forward, chest tall, immediate rebound, land soft, rebound hard. Common mistakes, sitting into a deep squat on landing, hesitating before the jump, using too high a box without base readiness. Soviet reasonings, depth jumps are the direct shock stimulus Verkhoshansky used to force acute changes in tendon stiffness, motor unit recruitment, and rate of force development. Placed late in the sequence after the system is primed, they produce the maximal neutral shock and rapid recruitment of high threshold motor units. Combat applications, explosive sprawl and popping back to feet instantly after a sprawl or after being mounted. Launching into a finishing throw or knee, the instant whole body pop you need. Reactive counter movement, accept load and rely with the maximal explosive action. Exercise number 6, medicine ball throws, ballistic transfer, setup and execution. Number 1, behind the back overhead throw, drive hips through hips. Number 2, rotational side throw into the wall, maximum torque. Number 3, scoop underhand toss for horizontal distance, triple extension feeling. Coaching cues, throw like you mean it, full intent. Initiate with hips, let torque travel through the torso and arms. Reset between reps, every rep is a maximum effort. Common mistakes, throwing with arm only, no hip. Half-hearted attempts, low intent kills transfer. Not using a full violent follow through. Soviet reasonings, medicine ball throws consolidate the increased motor unit readiness into sport-specific ballistic patterns. They are the practical expression of the newly available explosive output. Verkhoshansky used ballistic throws to transfer layer. You prime the system with extremes and then immediately apply it to the movement pattern that matters. Combat application, throw finishes and suplex power, overhead. Back throws require hip-driven launch that the med ball overhead throws replicate. Punch, torque, and snap. Rotational throws translate to faster, more forceful hooks and elbows. Explosive power or scoop lifts. Scoop tosses mimic the full body triple extension used to launch opponents. If that helped level up your training, hit the like button for the algorithm, subscribe and turn on the bell. Let's keep building that explosive strength Chakran X out.